I think this could be really, really fun. Sundarpatan versus a loadout of nothing but handguns. And just to be clear, I've banned the 45-70 handgun and the 243 handgun from this because really they're just like mini rifles. So we've got the 454, the 44, the 10 mil, and the 22 pistol. And since the Hermes scope came out with the scopes DLC, it's not something we've really made that much use of. Today, I think it's going to be absolutely necessary. Are you actually serious? What? The first thing we spot is a legendary Tibetan Fox. Of all the guns we have today, literally the worst is something like this. It's the 10 mil with the the red dot, and we're super limited on range. If we had the 243 pistol, this would be easy. This is twice in a row. We came here for the absurd loadout, and spotted level 5 blue sheep first. This, I think, is potentially going to be more difficult, but I was just going to say, if he keeps on doing that, he really took his time, we can maybe just scoot on into range. He's nervous, and I don't know, like, I'd really like to beat a 50, but we can 0 for 75, and that's probably going to have to be what we do. So we're really trying to, like, take advantage of the fact that he's not facing us right now. He just went alert. We've gotten into 100 just by walking up behind him. That's... other than just waiting till he goes nervous and like sits down in the zone somewhere, I think our best option. Kind of maybe push it a bit, risk alerting him, but then really take it slow when he goes alert. Hold on a minute. We might have just done something really good here. Sometimes when they're nervous, if you alert them but don't spook them, they almost change their mind. They start moving a different direction. I think 50 meters is very doable if we just relax here and don't get him alert again. So that's 60. Oh, he's alert again, though. Okay, this is probably where we gotta go for this. Oh, boy. I cannot see as well as I'd like to. I really wish he'd stand still. I don't know what he's doing. Just walking alert? I gotta assume eventually he'll spook, so we better try this. I was really afraid he was gonna pop back up when he dropped, because obviously that Fox animation is fall down and get back up. Is that Vital Blood? It is. I cannot believe that. We just shot a legendary Tibetan Fox first thing with the 10 mil. It's the gray fur too, which is really nice. Let's see if he's gonna make it. 6.65, that's a pretty good one. Diamond 6.37. That was, wow. Like really wow. That was not a good shot. We almost hit him in the skull, but managed to get... did it go through the neck? Is that what happened there? I think so. But obviously, the one redeeming quality of all the handguns... let's tax this before something happens. The one redeeming quality of all the handguns is the penetration. It, like, scraped along the right lung there. I honestly cannot believe that just happened. What a start. Well, I don't know why, but these tar are just walking right over here. Crashing a little bit back down to earth. No potential diamonds right in front of us this time. We've got the 44 for them. This should be much easier because for one, there's no pressure on it, but also right into the 0 range, about 75 away. Really like him to spin back around, but if not, I mean, for one, we could just do that, but I like the better one. So let's move here. Get his attention just enough to spin him back around. It's literally the same thing as the Fox. Like, because he's facing away from us, he couldn't see us. He actually really took that like a champ. I'm kind of surprised. Still gonna go absolutely nowhere because he just sort of spun around, but I half expected that to just drop him. Now he's dropping. He's gonna slide down the hill at 100 miles an hour. I'm glad he didn't go further because we've seen him from the tar grind go really, really far, and this is certainly steep enough for it to happen. But that guy, double lung. Still full quick kill, obviously, but really shook off that 44 round at 67 meters. So, obviously, got a little derailed there by finding a legendary Fox first thing, but these challenges, I always really enjoy them because it's figuring out how to overcome, in this instance, really the range limitation more so than anything else. And thus far, it's been fine, but the Fox turned to walk at us, the tar just came right to us. Eventually, I imagine it's going to be a little tougher than that. Potentially perfect example, by the way. Got a level 7 snow leopard out here, but, you know, that was a shot we absolutely could have made with a rifle, but with the handguns, gonna be a little bit tougher. All these blue sheep are gonna get spooked by him. I wonder if he'll come down onto that little flat area, because, I mean, maybe we can cut him off. I feel like 90-ish should be doable. And we can go 454 for that, but we'll probably try to stick to the 44 just so we have like a good amount of species to use each weapon for. Well, forget 90, we're into like 50 here. If he goes back to a trot, which, there we go. Did we just smoke that tree? Because I think we did. That was such a perfect spot. I still don't think this is going to be too bad because we're not that far behind him, but I thought we were going to manage to sneak that shot right by. And now he's way down there. I guess we'll give this a shot. We know the penetration's really good, as I said. Oh, lost our breath when we shot. Perfect. He's just going to keep getting further and further away. So take 3. If we don't at least hit him this time, I'll be kind of surprised. We're going to just let him gain a little bit of distance on us, but get our heart rate calmed down. And then that at least impact is actually going down kind of quick. My whole thought was, because we've used the 44 lever action many times for snow leopards, and as far as the ammo goes, it's the exact same thing in the revolver, so it's got plenty of power. If we hit the right area, that can punch through. And I see a whole lot of blood, so it might have been a little bit of a struggle tracking him. I'd imagine 1.5 kilometers, maybe, following him along. And I said with the Tar and the Fox there, things were seeming just a little bit too easy, so maybe levels things back out after this whole ordeal, but we actually got him. Gonna be a gold. Shot him. Yeah, it just hit way far back, but it punched through intestine, stomach, and right lung. 27.06 gold, not bad at all. 1.64 kilometer track, and we've now got a snow leopard with our handgun only loadout. So finally, gonna be 454 time. Looks like, oh, there is a level 9 yak back there, but he's almost a guaranteed troll. 273.23 is the requirement, and I mean, I guess technically, there's a little room in there. And we obviously want to get into something like 75 meters again. We know the 454 is plenty powerful, but I guess the holdover could be a bit of a challenge. At least the wind's good. And maybe a good thing, maybe not. He's kind of just worked his way out in front of us here. I think 100 is going to be fine, because if we try to get up around there, it's going to be a frontal shot. And that's not something I feel very good about. So 100 meters, shouldn't have to aim all that high. I think maybe we can let him drink one more time, although he's really being slow about it. We're going to stand up, maybe now, so hopefully he doesn't catch us. He went attentive right away, and he is aggressive, so if that didn't get along, we still should be fine. Sometimes they run into the water and spook, though. He's dropping, so I think we're good. And maybe, I don't even think he's going to get here. Till he comes all the way up and around. Yeah, he's going to drop. We shall see. I fully expect that to troll. A lot of times you can kind of tell by the width if they're going to make it or not. Because he was sort of quartering there, we couldn't get a good angle to really see it. And I guess, what did they do? Slide down? I thought he was right here. He got up to here. And maybe he went to flee because he turned the other way. I'm going to say like 271. I feel like that's going to fall shy. 259, goodness gracious. Only trolls by 15 or something like that. Pretty solid double long shot though from the 454, we'll take it. 2 level 9s already out here on Sundarpatan, and in the true way of things, one's a troll, that being a yak, and our fox makes diamond. That's super distant, but I can hear a tiger somewhere out there, and that was the entire point coming down south here. I feel like we have a good handle on this loadout now, so opportunities for tigers to find us as we're running other stuff, and you know, honestly, I was thinking it was ahead of us, but this is a horrible spot. Probably it is behind us somewhere. This might be bad, because all this is super tall grass. Maybe, like, just go sit here. Rain's stopping, so we can be real quiet. Yeah, I hear it, but I have no idea where it's at. Oh, it's right there, level 7. Just gonna get that shot, because there's a real chance with a more underpowered weapon like the 454, you could just kind of get dead. Like, you hit them, and it doesn't kill them. Sometimes they attack you immediately. It looked to be a common. So, first tiger of the day, decent male. And by the way, we're just getting into embarrassing a drink time. And really, I'm glad we survived that, because the rain started coming back. I figured it was just going to end up killing us. So, ended up being double lung. Not too bad. Still gets 85% quick kill, actually. We'll take that. And hopefully more where that came from. So we've actually ended up here in a server that's tiger drink time, and kind of right at the start of it is 4:30 a.m. And it looks like there's a male tiger all the way out there. Oh, it's not a male, it's a female. All the way out there across. Maybe it's just the lighting? I don't see any extra dark stripes. But man, does that ever look like a male? We're gonna go ahead and scoot over there and try to get her with the 454 for sure. And hopefully, because this is the spot where we messed up the diamond tiger with the bow on this map, hopefully we can make a good solid shot with the pistol. I will say, getting a little closer, you can see that kind of lighter orange color a bit better. Certainly 4:30 a.m. though, that's a thing to contend with. Now, go figure, she's gonna drink right there. So really, we spotted her a little further back. We'll let the spotting outline fade away and then we'll spot her again, just to get the range estimate on the spot a little more accurate. It's right about 100. She does not have to cover much ground, and we can make like a perfectly fine shot there. I think that's gonna be doable. I saw for a second there that popped up as aggressive, but looks like double lung. So 2 for 2 on tigers thus far today, and hopefully more where that came from. It does appear to me this server is probably going to be a lot of tiger hunting. I wouldn't be surprised if the time gets reset over and over, but that's fine by me. I kind of like morning on Sundarpatan anyway. And just maybe we can do a little more tiger hunting than initially anticipated. So that time, double lung at 86 meters. I wish we could have seen actually how well that did, but we know it at least got to say here to punch into the far side lung. And hopefully there's more where that came from. So I want to definitely stay out of the way of where everyone's going, but maybe like a lot of places that don't get checked, like tiny lakes like this, maybe we can do that, hunt other things along the way, and check some of those spots that are maybe not visited so often. Well, that's a rarity. Level 5 Great Lag, and of course it's spooked. Oh yeah. We have the 22 pistol. Great. I don't even have like a clue as to where we should maybe aim for this. The biggest thing I think is going to be kind of pay attention to where they go. Yeah, I don't think we're going to get that. We're going to need Great Lag decoys. It also is low estimate, so 4 is the max for them. Okay, anyway, 4 is the max for them, and the score doesn't even go up to that. That's going to be worth marking. There's kind of like some open areas, maybe some sort of meadows and stuff up in here. I guess we're going to set up, see if we can get them. I think if we had the 22 long rifle, we may have gotten that. Oh boy, and if this is just a bunch of tiger hunting and the time gets reset, that could kind of mess with us. So typically, placing some decoys will cause flocks to spawn. That's kind of just how waterfowl hunting works. And what we're sort of doing is just trying to find a spot where some geese actually show up. So I don't know that, like, that's a different thing. Those ones aren't broken where we can actually spot them. When I say broken, I mean kind of like broken from the flock that they're sort of migrating in. There we go. Okay, so we're in a spot that can work. But the flock that we saw, that was a really prolonged going prone animation. The flock that we saw was like 3 birds, but I think we got what we want. So I'm going to get the rest of the decoys up, hopefully before our level 5 shows up. And we're kind of right back where we initially saw him, but maybe he'll come back through. And by the way, one other thing, in the past, when we've like really been trying to target one bird that we saw and, you know, maybe it got away, it seems to me that just shooting the ones that do come in and land does help. Maybe it makes other flocks more likely to show up or whatever, but that's going to be another thing we kind of do here. And just hopefully he shows back up. If we got to move, we can, but you get the basic idea of what we're trying to accomplish here. Oh, there he is. I don't know, is he with another part of a flock, or maybe we spooked the flock in like different pieces? I was barely even checking this flock because I was so confident he'd only be with a couple other birds. So I'm very much willing to just shoot him off the ground here. And as long as the other ones don't spook when they land, which they do kind of land down past us, we should be fine. I want to check this flock too. That's not... Okay, so I'm fairly sure at least that is the correct level 5. And he may even want to land on this circle. Looks like he's getting down a little bit lower. And we're just going to stay ready for this. We're about like 50 meters from the decoys, so that's zeroed. He is going to land. Let's get the 22 ready, because if he sees us, we are absolutely sending a bunch of lead his direction. He's attentive. Gonna plop down right there. No time to waste. He is going down, and that was not too bad. Coming back right back to where we initially saw him, because, I mean, you look up there. there's nothing. There is no like open meadows and stuff to really work with. So this was the area. I think our first level 5 gray leg on Sundarpatan. And he is a diamond, 3.90. Liver stomach, 22 off the ground. I do not care. That is really cool. Makes it by about 0.05. Not bad at all. I was honestly thinking it was going to troll us. Our first level 5 gray leg on Revan 2 League trolled us. This guy makes it. And who would have thought? Out here, tiger drink time. We had kind of assimilated into tiger hunting as well. By the way, one that I shot waiting for him to show up. And we got a diamond gray leg instead. There's the other one that we got. Kind of a cool pose where we shot him there. Is that mid-warning call, maybe? Because they had seen us too. We were closer. 3.59 for him. I highly doubt we'll be using these again the rest of the hunt, but we'll pick him up. You never know. And perhaps one final tiger as we wrap this hunt up. Gonna be a level 6 male. And actually, you know, the unfortunate thing, I believe where he's standing, he's stuck. Especially the fact that he's not drinking, even though it's 6:30 a.m. So it's not like it's the end of tiger drink time or anything like that. But it's been quite a lengthy hunt, especially waiting for that level 5 goose to show up. He's alert, so maybe at like 140 we go for this. I gotta imagine we gotta aim like shoulder height. And he doesn't seem like stuck. So I could see him actually fleeing out of there, although whatever this is, that looks stuck to me. So that got lungs. That's what happens though when they're there. A lot of times they'll drink like over on the edge, and that doesn't happen. But yeah, anytime they're drinking all the way in on this little island, that's kind of what you get. But for our purposes, really not that different than, you know, we could use the 10 mil for that. Anyway, not that much different than shooting blood just in a drink zone. I think we're going to try to get that. So he's down to attentive and starting to maybe move a little bit more. I'm going to grab our tiger, which is a 49 gold. And actually, that hit pretty good. Kind of center of the lung, actually double lung, liver, and stomach. 78% quick kill with a 454 still, but at 130 meters, we will take that. And he's back to alert, so kind of far, especially considering the fox was a struggle, but... Well, that didn't hit at all. We can try to catch up to him. I mean, we can also maybe try to get him again on the move, but that's going to be a challenge. We'll give it one shot. No way, we actually hit that. It might bring him down then, I'm not sure. And actually, not only did it bring him down, it brought him down pretty quickly. So we hit him, looks like in the stomach. Very lucky shot to even hit him. But we'll take it, better than tracking him down for what would have been a 27 scoring silver. And we've got a diamond gray leg in addition to our diamond Tibetan Fox to take back to our trophy lodge. Now, I actually thought we'd be coming back to the main lodge today, but apparently we do have a 6.7 diamond Tibetan Fox already, and it happens to be the gray fur, which is definitely my favorite one. This guy at 6.65, I mean, 6.8 is max, so he's pretty solid size to begin with, but unfortunately not RPB, but got that guy there. And as far as our gray lag, I mean, brown hybrid Canada goose up there, I'd say, regardless of, you know, brown hybrid maybe being a touch more rare than common, and I mean like a tiny bit. Diamond gray leg in general, certainly more rare than a diamond Canada goose in my opinion. So we'll switch that up. Then we got the rare bean goose and diamond gray leg goose side by side. Actually, that works. I like that. We'll leave them right there in that pose. So Sundarpatan handguns only. Certainly had some challenges chasing that snow leopard around. Obviously the goose, I really think we could have gotten that with the rifle right away, but it made for a more interesting deal. Got to shoot a couple of extra ones as well. And of course, getting the Diamond Fox right off the jump there with the 10 mil as well. That ended up going really well in 2 Sundarpatan hunts in a row. The first animal we spot is a potential diamond, and both made it as well. So pretty good deal with that. But anyway, I think that's going to do it for this video. So as always, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you next time.